This is the Phillies Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
My, oh my, welcome into the Postcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark Farza. I might not sound like I usually sound still. I don't know if this is still allergies or still just a weak voice, but you know what's not weak? Zack Wheeler is not weak. You know what also is not weak? Your Philadelphia Phillies is not weak. They're not weak. You know why? Because they just got their first back-to-back wins since they were 5-1 and then 6-1 to start this young season. It was the last game of their series against the Rockies that they won, and then the first game of their series against the LA Dodgers that they won. And that's the last time, the beginning of this month, over 2 weeks, the last time the Phillies won back-to-back games. How about this? They get started off on the right foot just like they should against the Miami Marlins. Once again, welcome in. This is Locked On Phillies Postcast. On the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel, Connor Thomas has you covered each and every day with your Locked On Phillies Daily Podcast. I got you covered for your Locked On Phillies Postcast after each and every game. Now, I say that, programming note, no postcast tomorrow. I will be at a family wedding because my baby cousin's getting married. All right. Anyway, I'm really happy for her. She's great. But anyway, so no postcast tomorrow. Let's enjoy the festivities that is tonight. The Phillies going out there, and Zack Wheeler in particular, going out there and dominating against those Miami Marlins.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Just file this under duh. The player of the game is Zack Wheeler. How could he not be? 13 strikeouts tonight for Zack Wheeler. Everything was working for him this evening. Just like we were talking about Christopher Sanchez being dominant with mostly the changeup through his 7 strong innings and career-high 12 strikeouts. How about this? Phillies now go through these last 2 games with their starters getting 25 strikeouts. You get that, you're going to win a lot of games. And what's really amazing about that, when you talk about how many strikeouts there were, again, 13, 96 pitches is all he needed to get through 7 innings of work. You would think that'd be a little bit higher, maybe a 110 type of pitch performance for Zack Wheeler, but not tonight. 13 pitches, 13 strikeouts, 96 pitches, 69 of them strikes. Tanner Banks came in, did his job there in the 8th inning, and then you saw Jose Ruiz come in and make sure that the Marlins didn't get anything going. As for the turning point of this game,
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
it was pretty much dominant from the start when it came to what your Phillies were able to do today. The difference for Zack Wheeler in this game and Christopher Sanchez yesterday, the glaring difference is he was never down. He never trailed. Christopher Sanchez allowed 1 run in the previous game here in the final game against the Giants. And then tonight, Zack Wheeler just dominated from the start of this game to the end of this game. The only blemish being that 2-run home run that he did give up in the 6th inning. But the turning point for me, the Phillies came out again in the first inning, similar to what they did in their final game against the Giants, and they put up runs in that first inning. This time, he got Trey Turner to work a walk with 1 out on 4 pitches. Bryce Harper steps up to the plate, gets another home run, and gives the Phillies another 2-run home run for him. By the way, his last 3 home runs here on this homestand, all have been pitches inside. These have not been, as I described it yesterday, get me over fastballs just because I don't want to face Kyle Schwarber. No, these have been pitches that have been inside. Now, here's the crazy thing about Bryce Harper's home run. 0-2 count. It was the 6th pitch of the 0-2 count of the at-bat. 6th pitch of an 0-2 count. Bryce Harper fouled away pitches. He knew what he was doing, and he got a pitch to hit this one down and in, and he wiped it clean deep into the second deck in right field for a 418-foot 2-run home run to give the Phillies that 2-0 lead. Now, you could get a home run. Sure, you get a home run. Now, does that mean you're going to win the ball game? Obviously not. So when did I feel like this game really turned to sheer dominance for the Phillies? It's when Alec Bohm stepped up to the plate in the 2nd inning after Max Kepler led off the inning with a walk. He was down in the count 1-2, got back into it, made it a 3-2 count, worked a walk, 7-pitch at bat. Real Muto got a single. All of a sudden, he got 1st and 2nd with nobody out. Up to the plate steps Alec Bohm. He goes down to the count 0-2. He gets a changeup out over the middle of the plate. He puts it in the center field for an RBI single that makes it a 3-0 ball game. The Phillies go on to add a total of 4 runs in the inning, and it started with Alec Bohm's RBI single to center field. That was really what I felt to be the tipping point of the game. Johan Rojas got in on it after that with an RBI single. Then Bryson Stott was also down in the count 0-2. There was a wild pitch. He's able to get a sacrifice RBI to center field, sac fly RBI to center field, bringing in Johan Rojas. Then, unfortunately, Turner made it out there to second base, and then another wild pitch brought another run home. In the midst of all this, Sandy Alcantara does not look like Sandy Alcantara. They comment on it during the game. Hey, you always try to tip your cap to the opponent every once in a while, but Sandy Alcantara does not look like Sandy Alcantara. And that not only was it just the fact that he allowed 6 runs in the first 2 innings of the ball game, that's the obviously glaring thing, but watching him today, he looked like he was completely drained of confidence. Like there was nothing he had in his back pocket that he was going to pull out and be like, all right, now they're not going to be able to hit this. And it was, nope, they were absolutely able to hit that pitch. And they did it time and time again through the first 2 innings against him today. That's not the same guy that we have seen pitch for the Miami Marlins. Not a guy you see compete for a Cy Young Award, get a Cy Young Award. Not that guy at all today. So the Phillies, credit to them, they jumped on it. Now, that was the turning point of the game. Again, Alec Bohm's RBI single in the second inning. I think we pointed this out a couple of games ago, whether or not Alec Bohm was out of it. I think he's out of it. Now, 6 of his last 7 games he's hit safely. He's driving in runs. Runners in scoring position there in the second inning, and he delivers. I'd say, yeah, he's out of that slump, and he's making some good things happen for your Phillies. I mentioned I mentioned Bryce Harper's home run. How about Kyle Schwarber's home run, his 7th home run of the season? A no doubt about it blast, and it helped the Phillies tack on their first run, and really the only run since that second inning. So they got 2 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second inning. And then they're able to add on 1 more, make it 7-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bryce Harper goes down, 1 out in the inning, goes down on a strikeout. Maybe hurt his hand a little bit. You could see him kind of wince with a little bit of pain, but he stayed in the game. Bryce Harper stays in the game there. Maybe hurt his hand. Kyle Schwarber steps up, gets a 1-2 sweeper, and demolishes this baseball to center field, 426 feet. That was a 82-mile-per-hour sweeper, I believe it was, on the outer half of the plate that he just whipped the barrel of the bat around. And on an outside pitch, did more or less, he pulled it to right center field off the corner into the away bullpen. That ball was destroyed by Kyle Schwarber for his 7th home run of the season. So again, the Phillies go up 7-0 after that. You love to see the power from him. You love to see the control from Zack Wheeler tonight after his first back-to-back outings of not being able to record a quality start. He goes out with a 7-inning, 2-run performance. The only runs he gave up in this game came in the 6th inning. He had 2 outs already recorded. He gives up a 2-out single to Stowers, and then Wagaman steps up there, and he's able to jump on a first pitch sinker that ball had no business being hit. All right, that no human is supposed to be able to hit that pitch. Wagaman, boy, did he make an adjustment on it. He just opened up. He just opened up like he wanted to get hit in the stomach with that pitch, but instead he blocked the pitch with the barrel of his bat, and he put it 427 feet into the left field stands for a 2-run home run, and the only run Zack Wheeler will allow in this game. So very impressed by what I saw from Bryce Harper, continuing to swing a hot bat on the homestand. Kyle Schwarber continued to hit with power, and then Zack Wheeler absolutely being dominant tonight. If I had to give you 3 big things, it would obviously be number 1, I'd be looking at Zack Wheeler's performance tonight. I'd be looking at the continued power of Bryce Harper, and then all Kyle Schwarber does every single game is get on base. What a way to start off the season. And to reiterate, this shouldn't be lost on anybody. Your first back-to-back wins in 2 weeks. End of the Rockies series, beginning of the Dodgers series. The offense showing up, especially early in the games, that's been a breath of fresh air. The pitching being dominant over these last 2 games, also a welcome sight. You hope the Phillies can get it tomorrow. We'll get into that game as well as your comments when we come back. And one thing in particular that I loved about this ball game, and this guy just continues to do great things in his new spot in the order. We'll talk about that when we return. This is Locked On Phillies postcast and the Locked On Sports Philadelphia, Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. Upwork. Scaling your business requires the right expertise at the right time. With Upwork, you can find specialized freelancers in marketing, development, design, and so much more. Experts are ready to help you take your business to the next level. Upwork gives businesses flexibility by connecting them with top freelance talent across multiple industries, including IT, AI, web development, and marketing. Whether you need extra hands for a project or a long-term partner, Upwork makes hiring simple and affordable. Finding the right talent, if you need help with a marketing campaign, Upwork can connect you with a freelance expert who delivered incredible results just like that. Hiring, fast and easy. Posting a job is free and simple, and within a day, multiple qualified candidates to choose from, just like that. Bing, bang, boom. Visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That's Upwork.com to post your job. Upwork, UPWORK.com. Upwork.com to connect with top talent and grow your business today. SupplyHouse.com. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trade, Supply House at supplyhouse.com. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts. Yeah, did you know there's that many parts? From over 400 of the top brands, 400 plus of the top brands, you'll find exactly what you're looking for and what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. If you need help with an order, Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for the trade pros looking for extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. So take advantage. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies within just a few clicks. Plus promo code SH5. Use that for 5% off your order. That's promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order at supplyhouse.com. That's supplyhouse.com. I am absolutely loving Bryson Stott atop the order. 270 average now in the season, 338 on base percentage. You want to see that continue to climb as he's your leadoff hitter, and I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. Just like from the eye test, if you will. I know I said this. I've been saying this. When Rob Thompson put this lineup together, I said this is the one that I really hope is where the magic is at. Because as great as Kyle Schwarber has been in the leadoff spot and the Phillies win, I still want him in more of a position to drive in runs. Not just get that leadoff home run and automatically put the away team down 1-0, or put the opposing team down 1-0. As great as that is, I'd rather him be in a spot where if he swings that power, that boom stick, okay, then I want him to be able to put multiple runs across the plate. And I think this lineup puts him in the best possible position to do it. Bryce Harper has hit better. Again, they're not getting me over fastballs that he is getting. These are sliders that are down and in for the most part, that he is being able to make an adjustment on, pull it down the line, as all three of his last home runs have been pull hits. This, for me, is what I love. I love seeing this kind of more traditional order from Rob Thompson and the Phillies, and right now it's starting to bear fruit. It's not just against the Marlins. I know this is the hapless Marlins team, but the Phillies also played down to an opponent in the Braves team that is continuing to struggle unless they play the Phillies. So seeing the Phillies have this lineup, seeing Bryson Stott atop the order continues to be a great thing for me. Gets another hit again today. You love to see that from him. Also, he's been working walks in the position, taking good at bats. You see him go out there in the first inning today, and he's just fouling away pitches. An 8-pitch at bat that ended up with him lining out the center field. But still, 8 pitches in that at bat for a leadoff spot. You love to see that. Also, while I'm talking about taking a lot of pitches, Nick Castellanos, another multi-hit game for him. He was 3 for 2, 319 on the season. But Nick Castellanos, my favorite part of today's game for Nick. How about this? Winning an 11-pitch at bat for Nick Castellanos with a single to left field for his second hit of the ball game. More of that from old Casty. I'd love every second of it. I mentioned the pitching. You've seen it from Zack Wheeler. We've talked about it with Zack Wheeler. Tanner Banks got you 1 inning of shutout baseball. Jose Ruiz came in 1 inning of shutout baseball. Both pitchers allowing a walk. Both bullpen arms that pitched today, but they also were able to get 3 strikeouts in their 2 innings combined of work. So you love to see that for them. As far as the lineup goes today, just about everyone getting a hit with the exception of Trey Turner, who was able to get on base, though, with a walk. Good for him. And Johan Rojas. How dare I forget about Johan Rojas? A 2-hit game. One, a little hustle infield single on a topper to between the pitcher's mound and third base that he was able to beat out to first. So you love to see that for Johan Rojas. Get hot, young fella. Get hot. Even the RBI single, I'll take it. I'll take it every single time. All right. By the way, I know some people are scoreboard watching, so I hate to rob anybody of that. The Braves right now are losing 4-2 to the Twins in Atlanta. And the Mets, come on, Cardinals. The Mets just took a 4-3 lead on the Cardinals in the top of the 9th inning in Flushing, New York. So there you go. All right, let's get into the chat check and see how you guys are doing on this beautiful Friday night. Let's see what we got going on here. Jess Patrick, hello. I'll say what others are thinking. We need to lose these fluorescent City Connect uniforms. Zach is playing. Zach is the player of the game, multi-hits, Cassie and Rojas. I don't mind. I don't mind the City Connect. Merchandising. Pat Ryan, hello. I don't mind the color scheme of the City Connects. The only thing I don't like about it, here's what I'll say. I feel like he just ripped it off from the Union. They look like if the Philadelphia Union had a softball team and they played like charity events, like the Flyers did in the 70s. That's what those uniforms look like. If the Philadelphia Union played charity softball games, that would be their uniform, what the Phillies were wearing tonight. What a win, though, would have been a shutout have not for one pitch. One pitch. It wasn't even a good pitch to hit, that is. Evelyn, hello, Evelyn. Wheeler looked great. Offense looked great. Bohm getting his mojo back. Rojas. How about that one play Bohm almost had where he was going into foul? Well, he was deep into foul territory. Might have overrun it, reached up, just missed it, and Zack Wheeler's right there just applauding the effort. You love that. Danny, what's going on, Danny? Evelyn, we'll miss you tomorrow. Have fun at your family wedding. Hoping it's an Italian one, as they are the best with the best eats. It is. Yeah, my baby cousin Danielle, man. I'm gonna get misty. But yeah, it's the Italian side of the family. Husband, though, soon to be husband, not Italian. I know. We're gonna have to work on this. No postcast tomorrow. Don't like it. Sorry, Matt Forrester. Sorry, man. Maybe from the reception, I'll still post a that's probably a bad idea because there will be booze involved, and I don't like to crack open a microphone after I pour myself a nice bourbon. You know what I'm saying? Wheeler and probably had some red wine. Don't mix those things usually, but in a wedding you might. Wheeler is the best pitcher in the league. Certainly feels like that. Matt Forstater, Tarantella's a go. Yeah, there'll be probably a Tarantella or two. By the way, the Cardinals just tied it up. Donovan, home run, top of the 9th inning, 4-4. Love to see that. Brian killing it, Weber. I'm sure you're killing it. Still want to see Wheeler against an actual lineup this season. In due time. Wheeler's second best in the league. Sanchez is the best. There you go, Matt. Bam Man 100. What's going on? How about an 11-pitch Casty at bat? I know he didn't cash it in, but it was something. Well, not for a home run, but he got a single out of it. Was that the 5th inning? 5th inning. 3-2 at bat. He must have fouled off about 6 pitches in that at bat. But yeah, that was something. That was really something. Oh, Cassie's been playing so well so far. I hope he keeps it up. Me too. King Darius. Hello, King Darius. I think Alec might be back in his groove. I think he is. Alcantara lost all his command by the looks of it. Pat Ryan, he absolutely did. Rojas needs to be the starting center fielder. I think Rojas is the center fielder right now for the foreseeable future. By the way, Justin Crawford down in the minors tonight. He had a hit. I think his batting average was back up to 294. Last I saw it was 294, unless he went offers after that. But come on. Don't do that. Don't do the thing that you do, you computer, with your computing. Minor league box scores. There we go. What? No. Who? What are you even doing to me, computer? Here we go. There we go. This is good. It's a nice new feature. I haven't seen this on MLB.com yet. As far as Justin Crawford, I know he had one hit earlier in the evening. He finished with one hit. He's hitting 292 so far on the young season. He drove in 2 runs. It was a 2-run double. Oh, he's ready for the big leagues, baby. Ready for the big leagues. Polar Buck, why can't they always make it look easy, right? You get a 2-run first inning, 4-run second inning, 6-0 by the third. Yeah, you're ready to party. Because, I'll answer the question. The Marlins suck. That's why they're able to do it. Brian, hello again. Just wait till we see June Kyle Schwarber, and he really starts to heat up. I hope so. Well, while I'm at it, Kyle Schwarber came into this homestand on pace for like 81 home runs on the season. I don't know what he is now, but after this game where he hit a 7th home run, I don't know where he's at for what he's projected to do, but what I love is that he's hitting 284 on the season. Oh, he's only projected for a 51 homer season now. With that home run tonight, that probably gets up to about 60 home runs now. Stott leading off, make all the other pieces fit better. Faxi, I agree. Wait. Louis Addario. Louis Addario. I'm guessing if your last name's Italian, it's not Louis, it's Louis. Louis Addario, or Luis. I want to think it's Luis. We just dropped Sandy's trade value by a little bit. Just kidding, but it was fun. Yeah, I know. Hey, Jeremy, hello. Hey, Mark, no complaints tonight. I love the back-to-back double digits. Strikeout nights for the Aces. All right. Oh, didn't drive in Cody. That's what you mean. I'm sorry. Miss Kuzi. Thanks, everybody in the chat. You guys are wonderful as per usual. Again, don't miss me too much. I won't be with you guys tomorrow night, unfortunately. Cousin booking a wedding or planning a wedding during baseball season. What are you doing? Okay, anyway. Phillies tomorrow night, though. They got Walker against Quantrill tomorrow night. Cal Quantrill, who has been terrible at baseball this year. His ERA is not impressive. Taijuan Walker coming off of one really bad inning. One really bad inning that ballooned his ERA all the way up to 2.30. Quantrill, by the way, 1-1 on the season with a 5.79 ERA. He has given up 19 hits in 14 innings. He's only struck out 8. He has walked 6. He has allowed two solo home runs. Taijuan Walker's home runs that he's allowed in the season all came in 1 inning. Just like that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe on Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. Once again, Connor Thomas has you covered for your Locked On Phillies daily podcast. I have you covered for your Locked On Phillies postcasts. So make sure you enjoy all of it. Thank you, by the way, for making Locked On Phillies postcast your first listen tonight. For your second listen, make sure you check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB's YouTube channel or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching all that and all that stuff. I'll be back with you guys on Sunday, on Easter, and then I'm going to be hitting the grill to grill up some fine lamb chops. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. Be back with you guys Sunday afternoon, 1:35. See you guys then. Bye.